BassResinator here. I am going to be participating in a collaboration called Coasting Through the Week, and we're supposed to do coasters. So I tried the new technique that a lot of people are doing, or I've seen a lot of people trying to do it. It's called the lace effect, and so I'm going to try it again. Last time I used way too much white around the outsides, and it overtook. It had some cool effect, but there was just too much white, and it dominated for this size of coaster. So let me get some stuff mixed up. I will tell you this: I'm going to be using Let's Resin Ocean White paste for my white, and I'm going to be using Picasso alcohol inks, because my alcohol inks from Let's Resin are gone. I don't have the colors that I want anymore because I used them all up. So until I get any more, I can't do Let's Resin ones, even though they are very good alcohol inks. The Picasso ones are pretty good. I would say they're a close second to my favorites, but yeah, let me get the stuff out and ready. I'm going to be using T-Expert resin today. I ran out of my Bond Crafter and I'm out of my other stuff, so I got to go with what I got. So we'll try it. Okay, the last time I did this, I put way too much white. Now I got a little goober in there in that mold. There we go. Got it out. And it overtook each one of them. So I'm going to pour just a little bit less. And then I also had a couple spots where I had bubbles around the edge. So I'm going to go around with this before I pour my clear in. And while I'm talking and doing that, I'm letting the bubbles, it's too full to put in my vacuum chamber, and there are still some bubbles. And this resin does release bubbles well, but I want to make sure that got them all out. Oh, just to let you know, I'm going to be using, in two of them, Poppy Red and Hot Pink, and the other two, Violet and Fuchsia. And again, I'm using the Ocean White paste. See if I can do this now. That's all I want to do. I don't want to put any more. Now, the lady that developed this technique does not do YouTube. She's in Russia. She does Instagram. And a couple of people have been trying to copy her, including Julie Cuts. And Julie's gotten it down pretty well, but she's used a bunch of different types of resins, different types of pigments, wait different amount of time before you pour, and all of that, doing all kinds of experimenting. I did one set like with this, and then I tried it on another mold, and the other mold was a matte mold, and it didn't turn out well at all. And it was the wrong shape. This effect works a lot better. I'm going to call it sounds bad, but I'm going to say convoluted type molds, like these, all these little undulations. And for some reason, this technique works really good on this shape. I have no idea if it'll work on a round mold. In fact, I mixed up a little bit of extra resin. I'm going to try it if I have enough white. And I'll just go ahead and do it right now. You can't see it, but it's behind. Do I have enough white? No, I don't have enough white. Okay. Cannot do it. I'll try it some other time. Okie dokie. Now, to go around and make sure I don't have any air bubbles. Because air bubbles like to hang out wherever there's a 90-degree angle. Actually, not even just a 90. If there's a sharp angle, they like to hang out there. If I wanted to get musical about it, I could say, this is bad. If you're not a musician, sorry, you might not get this joke, but bubbles like to be high because they're sharp. No, that was bad. If you're not a musician, you're going to be missing a lot of my jokes. Now, I don't know if any of you have seen this technique done. It's really cool. How it all works, it sort of looks like a bloom, but it's not hard to do at all, other than making sure you don't have any bubbles right here. You don't have to wait a necessarily amount of time for the resin to warm up. You just put white around the edge on a mold that has undulations or some type of well, undulations. I'll just leave it at that. And then just go for it. So, and then what you do is you pour your clear in the middle. And it starts working its magic. Do you believe in magic? Looks like I got bubbles on the bottom. I have to work on that. Whee. It looks like I have a hair up in that one that I'll have to get out in just a bit. And if I leave a little space, I can put a backing on. Of a dark color to help see the effect, the lacing effect. Okay, now I have a little silicone brush thing here. Loosen up those bubbles along the bottom. This is already starting to bloom. I didn't leave much space in that one to do a backing. You know, I said it released well, and it has. There's just a couple spots where I'm seeing any. And then I'm also seeing dirty coming up where I spilled some mica powder the other day on the mat and it didn't come clean. Okay, let me use my long handle lighter real quick. What is going on right there? Oh, it's a hair. I was like, something's going on. And since I got that hair, let me grab this one. I said let me grab it, but it's not letting me get it. Okay, well, I tried, but I couldn't do it. No one can eat just one. Dum 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 dum. Now you can start already seeing how it's pulling in that white. Okay, let me get these. I want to get the darker in the middle, so the lighter. Just put 2 drops on each of these lobes. This is the hot pink. And I had to do that long-handled lighter before I did this because I would have a flame and a half going up with alcohol ink. Oh, I did the wrong color. Well, I guess I'm doing them all this. No, I'll do one. Shoot. Shoot fire. Bummer. I just got carried away here, you know. Okay. I'm going to have one purplish one, and the other is going to be pinkish red. What's the deal with this one? This table is level. It's acting like it's not level. I'll put a little card underneath it to assist it. Now, okay, go back. Okay, I'm going to get some little stones to put in the middle. Just a second. Okay. These are gold and purple stones, so I thought they would match what's going on these color-wise. Don't you know one goes flying? Well, can't get the rest of those out of there. I'll just leave them. Okay, a little toothpick. Just help coax them, break that surface tension of the resin, and they'll sink right down into the spot where they belong. You belong right there. Do you want my love? Or are we through? Do 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 do. I'm leaving it all up to you. You decide what you're gonna do. Go Thru. Now, do you want my love? Or are we through? I have so many random songs running through my head at all times. Something will trigger, and I'm like, I need to sing that song now. Okay, the alcohol effect should be gone now, but that hair came back. Got it. Yes. Okay. I'll leave the camera on so you can watch as it's pulling in. You can't really see the lace effect taking place yet. When we turn it in, when I get it out later on, oh man, it's really, really, really cool. Okay, I'll leave you with a little bit of music as you watch.
Traveling through Rio dreams, valley flows like sculpted streams. Sunsets paint the sky bright red, coaster colors in my head. Art in resin flows so free, BassResinator sings to me. Epoxy dreams, they hold the light in Rio Grande, starry night. Art and rivers intertwined, valleys calling ease my mind. Traveling miles but never lost, valleys heat, I count the cost. Every coaster tells a tale beyond the moonlit rising trail. Hands that craft with resin's grace leave their mark in every place. Colors gleam like desert gold, every piece a story told. Epoxy dreams, they hold the light in Rio Grande, starry night. Art and rivers intertwined, valleys calling ease my mind. Crafts that craft with resin's grace leave their mark in every place. Colors gleam like desert gold, every piece a story told. Epoxy dreams, they hold the light in Rio Grande, starry night. Art and rivers intertwined, valleys calling.
Well, these are cured up enough to where I can put the backing on them. And it is so strange. This table is actually level. This one stayed pretty center, that stayed center. This one moved a little bit. This shifted this way. So it looks like I got flowers, and then this almost looks like a butterfly or a sideways flower. It's pretty, but I don't know what it's doing or why it's doing it that way. I'm mixing up some metal flake. Let me show you. This is from a company called Tropical Glitz. I have their information in the description below. They do stuff for painting automobiles and such, like hot rods and lowriders and different things of that sort, classic cars where you want a super pop. Well, I've mixed two different metal flakes. This Galactus metal, which is a red, really sparkly, shiny, and this Berry Scary, which is a bigger flake. This is 0.08, and this other one is 0.04. 0.04? 0.004. I don't know, it's super small. But I'm trying to get, excuse me, the colors of both of, well, I was supposed to have two of this and two of this, but I ended up with just one of the purplish or violet one. So I mixed red, that Galactus, and the Berry Scary, which is a purple. So it's going to have a little of both. But watch when I start pouring this out. Oh man, are you ready for this? Ooh. I don't want to fill them too full. Because these molds did not have a lot of room left in them anyway. Excuse me. But I want there to be a shiny backing on it. And I should achieve that with this. A little bit more over here. Okay, get off of there. I want to set that down, then I want to push this up to the mold. And then I'm going to use the heat gun to pop any bubbles because I know I mixed it fast. But I can also help distribute the resin up into those little recesses. The recesses of their mind. Now that little paper underneath is making it seem like it's too much. Get off. Last drop. Come off. There you go. Now I can wipe this stick down so I can use it again. And then get out my new Let's Resin heat gun. Okay, that is all I can do now. So I'm just gonna wait, and we'll see you when these are ready to unmold. See you then. These are cured up enough for me to get them out. They might be a little bendy, but the bottom layer is definitely solid. All these little indentations, convolutions, whatever you want to call them, need to be loosened up before it'll release. Okay, so here's this one. Wow. Not so lacy like the original, but you know, this is really, 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 really pretty. I'm going to save this one for last. Excuse me. Because the way it drifted, and I don't know why, because this table is level. But to me, it looks like either a phoenix or a flower from the side or a butterfly type of thing. At least that's what happened to me the last time. And it's weird. 3 of them. Maybe the mold is not level. It might not have anything to do with the table at all. There we go. Wow. These are cool. I'm sitting here thinking I maybe should have gone with something other than that purple glittery type stuff, metal flake. There's another one. Wow. I think I got the right amount of white around the edges, but it's either too heavy or not heavy enough. It's got to be too heavy because I mixed in more white the last time I did it, and they came out similar to this. Or maybe I just need a different type of paste. Now we're going to come up with the phoenix or sideways flower or whatever you want to call it. But don't these look like 3D blooms, even though it's not it's super simple technique? Oh man, it almost looks like a campfire, you know? And then this little centerpiece is hovering over the fire. Wow. Okay, you know, I almost like that one the best, but I'm wondering if this mold is not level. You know, I went around on the edge and I still got a little bubble here, a little bubble there, a little bubble there. That's nothing that can't be sanded down. Okay. Remember, this is a collaboration. I don't have a list of all of the people, but I know Marvelous Artsy, Resin Me Up, Epoxy Me That, and I don't know if Lula from Nerd Goblin is going to join again this time, and oh, what was her name? She's from Central Texas. Anyway, it starts with an L. But look in Marvelous Artsy or Epoxy Me That or Resin Me Up, and they'll have the list of all of the other people that are participating in this collaboration. If you are a subscriber of mine, thank you for subscribing. And I would encourage you to go give a look-see to the other people's that are involved in this collaboration, because coasters can be fun, and especially when you're trying out new techniques. Man, I really like this phoenix or this fire campfire type thing. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple stills, but thank you for joining me this week and the rest of the people in this collaboration. Yeah, we'll see ya. Don't know if I'll be participating every week, but I'm sure going to try. Okay, we'll see ya. Bye.
Roadmap whispers tales untold, resin art on coasters bold. Traveling through Rio dreams, valley flows like sculpted streams. Sunsets paint the sky bright red, coaster colors in my head. Art in resin flows so free, BassResinator sings to me. Epoxy dreams, they hold the light, Rio Grande starry night. Art and rivers intertwine, valleys calling, ease my mind, ease my mind.